इस वीडियो को हिंदी भाषा में देखने के लिए सेटिंग्स में जाकर हिंदी ऑडियो चुनें। Namaskar and welcome back to Simplify Your Space. Wishing you all a very happy new year. I truly hope this year brings happiness, peace and positivity into your lives. I wanted to begin this year with the topic that I have been meaning to share with you for a long time, and that is important lessons of home organization. We all dream of having a beautiful, well-organized home. When we see perfectly set kitchens, matching containers, aesthetic living rooms, and color-coordinated closets on social media, we can't help but think, I want my home and kitchen to look exactly like this. And somewhere along the way, we start believing that this alone is home organization. But is adding aesthetics and buying beautiful organizers really enough to make a home organized? So in today's video, let's talk about this. Today I want to share a few very important organizing lessons with you. Lessons that can actually make a difference in your daily life. So let's get started. On social media and online shopping platforms, you will find all kinds of organizers that claim to solve every organizing problem. But do you really think that just buying organizers will solve your clutter issue? Absolutely not. Simply buying new organizers does not remove clutter. Many people believe that getting new boxes, baskets, or storage solutions will magically fix everything. But the real problem is not lack of storage. The real problem is having too many things. If we keep holding on to non-essential items, no matter how many organizers we buy, the home will still feel cluttered. That's why the most important step of organizing is to first identify what's essential, give those items a proper place, and let go of what you don't need. Organizers work best only when you are left with necessary items. So instead of starting with storage, start with decluttering. Once you remove unwanted items from your home, you will realize that you already have more space than you thought. And only if you still feel the need, then buying organizers actually makes sense. Another major cause of clutter is lack of discipline. If things are not put back in their designated place after use, clutter is bound to happen. Every item in your home should have a permanent storage spot. And after using anything, it should always go back to the same place. When you and your family start following this rule consistently, half of your clutter problem gets solved right there. As soon as you build the habit of putting things back where they belong, you will suddenly notice that your home already feels cleaner, more organized and mess-free. And you may not even need to buy new organizers at all. Many people get inspired by organizing videos on social media and instantly decide, today I will declutter and organize my entire home. At first, organizing feels exciting. We often believe we can set up the whole house in one day. But this very thought soon becomes so overwhelming that we end up not starting at all. The truth is, starting slow works much better. Instead of targeting the entire home at once, focus on one small area, a corner, a drawer, or a single room. When a small space gets organized, it not only boosts motivation but also gives you a real sense of progress. And these small steps eventually lead to big, lasting changes. If you treat organizing as a positive habit and enjoy the process, you will naturally stay organized in the long run. But if you look at it as just another task to finish, you might organize one area with lot of efforts. But after some time, that same space will become messy again and you will start feeling demotivated. And eventually, you will just leave it that way. So choose to make organizing a habit, not a one-day project that you rush through just to tick it off your list. Social media is full of posts and reels showing beautiful aesthetic homes and kitchens. Perfectly styled kitchens, organized pantries, same color, same size containers with proper labeling. Everything looks visually pleasing, but it's not always practical. Every home has a different kitchen, different needs, different layouts, and different cabinet sizes. Do you really have enough space to keep all containers of the same size? And if you discard all your old containers just to buy new matching ones, the cost can add up very quickly. The reality is that containers of different sizes and materials can also look good. You just need to know how to organize them properly. When things are kept neatly and logically, they look visually clean, even if the containers are mismatched. In my own home, I have containers of different sizes and materials because I have bought them at different times. Yet they still look perfectly fine because they are arranged thoughtfully. In a kitchen, things get added gradually based on need. So if you already have good quality containers, even if they don't match, what's the problem? They do the job well, and that's what really matters. So yes, aesthetic matters, but not at the cost of unnecessary spending. Many organizers and baskets look useful at first glance, but once we start using them, we often realize that some of them are completely worthless. This has happened to me many times as well. That's why it's very important to visualize how an organizer will be used instead of buying it just because it looks good. You also need to be clear about where and for what purpose you are going to use it. For example, if you're planning to buy baskets, not every material works well in every space. Jute baskets are great for the living room or for keeping small items on top of a shoe rack. They look good and also work as decor elements. But if you use the same jute basket in the pantry, most items won't stand properly inside them, and if anything spills, they are very difficult to clean. Similarly, wired baskets are not suitable for bathrooms. Bottles don't stand properly in them and keep falling over. You also can't store small items as they slip out through the gaps. However, those same wired baskets work very well in the pantry for storing packaged food, containers, trays, and similar items. For pantries and bathrooms, plastic baskets are the best option. Items stand easily inside them, spills stay contained, and they're very easy to clean. Let me give you another example. A Lazy Susan is a smart organizer. It makes item placed at the back easily accessible with a simple spin, and it definitely makes work easier. But practically speaking, a Lazy Susan takes up more space. If your shelf is small, using one can actually reduce usable space. That's why it's important to choose organizers only after analyzing your space properly. The point is simple: don't choose what looks pretty, choose what works smartly. Organize in a way that makes your life easier, not more complicated. These days, minimalism has become a big trend on social media. Minimalism is a lifestyle where you choose to keep only those things that truly add value to your day-to-day life and consciously let go of what's unnecessary, and when practiced mindfully, it can be a very healthy habit. However, many people assume that organization and minimalism are the same, which is not true. While the two can be interconnected and often complement each other, they are very different concepts. Being organized does not automatically make you a minimalist, and being a minimalist does not necessarily mean you're highly organized. It's completely possible for a maximalist, someone who owns a lot of things, to keep everything well organized. And on the other hand, a minimalist with fewer belongings can still be disorganized. Speaking for myself, I wouldn't call myself a minimalist. I own quite a few things. I am not a hoarder either because I declutter from time to time, and at the same time, I stay organized. So the point here is simple: organization does not mean you have to own very little or become a minimalist. But at the same time, please don't turn into a hoarder either by keeping unnecessary things. Many people believe that staying organized requires a lot of money, but that's one of the biggest myths. If you truly want to live an organized life, what matters most is your willingness to stay organized. Because where there is a will, there is a way. You don't need to spend extra money to keep your home organized. Old boxes, containers, paper bags, rice and flour bags, and even cardboard boxes can be smartly reused to organize any area in a beautiful and practical way. These waste items are easily available in most homes today. And if you don't have them, you can always ask your neighbors or friends and reuse theirs. If you enjoy a bit of crafting or stitching, you can even make your own organizers using waste materials lying at home. They are easy to make, and the best part is that you can customize them according to your exact needs. This way you not only create useful storage for your home but also enjoy the process as a fun and productive activity. I have personally made a lot of DIY organizers for my home and shared them with you all as well. You will find my DIY organization playlist linked in the description box and on the I button. Every day on social media there is a new trend, a new decor style, that latest organizing hack or something that makes you feel I should definitely try this. While some trends are genuinely useful, many of them are only temporary. We should never forget that most of what we see on social media is ultimately meant to be sold to us, and there is nothing wrong with that. After all, we all consume content, so we are the consumers too. As a content creator, I also share and recommend many new products in my videos. But at the same time, I always say this to you all. Before buying anything, pause and think. If a product truly fits your needs, then go ahead. Otherwise, avoid impulse shopping. It's my duty to advise you this. At the end of the day, deciding whether something is useful for you or worth buying is completely your call. What is popular today can become outdated tomorrow. If you keep chasing social media trends, you will never develop your own personal style and will end up spending unnecessarily. If I share my own example, many things in my home like curtains, blinds, bed sheets and even wall decor have remained the same for years. Yes, I do change small things like cushion covers or center table decor according to the season just to bring in a sense of freshness. But most items have been in use for a long time. That's because I invested in them after proper research based on my needs and preferences. So there is no need to keep changing them frequently. Organize and decorate your home according to your comfort and lifestyle, not just because a trend is popular on social media. What works for you, what feels practical and suits your life, that is always the best choice. So these were some important lessons that you should always keep in mind while organizing your home efficiently. Remember, organization is not just about arranging things. It's about creating a space that is practical, functional, and makes your everyday life easier. If you found this video useful, please don't forget to like and share, and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, happy organizing from Simplify Your Space. Bye bye.